Danny, you said to me before the game, success isn't always about winning. How did you assess that one?
I would assess it in stages, in patches. I thought, first half I thought we was okay. We sort of like were looking to try and get in the arm wrestle, and there was times when obviously when the game kicked off, it was like they was under pressure pretty much straight away, put themselves under pressure, and they sort of like came out the other side of that, which was a positive sign. And then we sort of like turned it round a bit, and then we had a good ball set. Quite nice try, and then we just didn't really sort of like kick on from that moment there. But just like I just said to him inside there, it was just about we need to be more consistent in terms of our effort, in terms of our detail in defence. I think it's sometimes if you have a playoff or you can't. I know there was a lot of errors today as well in terms of like didn't really go flowing game. It was like there was a lot of penalties or errors, so it was a little stop-start. So I think we've just got to get back to basics. I think they give us a bit of a lesson today in how to sort of like play the game tough, just run hard, get down, play the ball, next one man up, and we sort of like couldn't handle that physicality that what they brought. So I think we've got a lot of work to do in that aspect of the physicality aspect. But as a group, it's a starting point for them. It's a lesson. It's the first game, so now they sort of like know what the standard is when it comes to the real kind of first game of the season.
You mentioned the physicality there. Obviously, a thing I always mention was that you got to remember that these Huddersfield Giants lads have been together for a long time. They've formed combinations over years. They've played together for years. These are lads that have come from obviously a core group of Salford lads, but have come from all over and have barely known each other since November. So I suppose there's got to be a bit of learning, but also a bit of understanding that Huddersfield have been together for a lot longer than us and developed for a lot longer than us.
Yeah, obviously in the back of my mind I know that's the case where they've been together long, and you can see physically if you look at them and you look at us, they are a bit thick set kind of thing. You can tell they've been in systems and the legs and the core and stuff like that, but I think the lads can handle it. I just think it's a learning curve. It's a steep one, very steep learning curve. It's not just like learning to be better on the field, it's learning between the ears as well. I think that's one of the biggest challenges they've got, coming from that sort of like amateur mindset where they try to transition into a professional mindset now. So that's not going to happen overnight, and it's just going to take a few games to sort of like get into that rhythm of this standard of rugby league. So yeah, it's a starting point, like I said, and we'll just look to kick on here now. And the only people that we need to look at is ourselves and reflect on that, and then see where we can go from here next game and how we can improve. It'll only be small improvements, and that's all we're looking for. But like I said to him in there, they just give us a bit of a lesson into how to run hard and be a bit more physical than what we was, or a lot more physical. So we're showing in patches we can do it, but it's the consistency. So that'll be our thoughts moving forward in training.
I suppose a big positive for you though is when you did get the ball in good ball areas, there was a bit of flair, there was a bit of creativity from your halves, from at 9 as well. That's a fantastic try. I suppose that gives you a bit of encouragement that if we can get into the right areas, we can be dangerous.
Yeah, I 100% know that as well. Like if they can get in the right areas, they'll score points, that team, because they've got talented individuals. I think our biggest objective is to get us in them areas more often, just like they did. They went out and invested all their energy in their D. We talked about doing it, but didn't really come up with the goods consistently enough. And we just need to be a bit smarter about where we put the ball, especially on our last plays and stuff like that. So. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of work to do, but between the ears is a lot of work as well, and the physical side, we'll have to just combine that and just look to kick on again now for the next game up.